everybody, and welcome back to some more Pokémon Stadium. Last time, if I remember correctly, we set up our squad for this tiny adventure that we're gonna go on. And we took a little bit of a hiatus from it. Last time on the channel, we played through a miniature LP of Pokémon Snap, a game in the same era as the game we're playing now, in the N64 era. Stadium, Snap, and Stadium 2 all really were those kinds of games that we all love, that really embodied 3D Pokemon, and they worked really hard on making 3D Pokemon look good. Can't say that now, but you know what you can say is at least modern Pokemon changed a lot of the battle mechanics, and some of it for the better. Anyway, not to talk about differences in generations and all of that, we are gonna definitely be playing this today. Today is all about playing some Pokémon Stadium. And that's what the next several videos are going to be, our Pokémon Stadium. Thank you, announcer guy. Yes, it's a wild one on the word go. Ah, Venonat. We go with Earthquake still. It's the strongest move that this Nidoking has. Boom, shakalaka. Really solid hit. It's gonna hit us with a tackle. So, sorry if you heard the fan there. It's a little warm in here, so I turned it on. It's a little too close to the mic, though. So, I have some information, some, not news, but some cool things I've learned from our break from here. Did you know that, not in this generation, but in generations after this, Nidoking actually turns real strong? And I mention it because it's an extremely interesting case of it becoming stronger as it gets to different generations. For instance, in generations 4 and beyond, not generations 4, I think it's Gen 5 where it starts to become like, oh my gosh, this thing's really cool. In Gen 4, in Generation 4, in the next several generations, it gets a lot of helpful things, a lot of helpful tools. Don't let the physical attacking stats that it has fool you. It is very good at special attacking. Also, yes, Nidoking just soloed that entire fight. Didn't really have a whole lot of threats against it, honest. Let's continue. But no, Nidoking's stats are deceiving. In modern generations, they're very respectable. This looks like a job for Lapras, Voltorb, and Kadabra. Farfetch'd! But, no. The thing that I was gonna say, before I interrupted myself and stopped thinking clearly, is Nidoking, unlike a lot of Pokemon from the early gens, actually got better over time. In Gen 5, it gets a really strong ability in Sheer Force. Sheer Force is real good. It's really good. What would actually kill here? What would actually hit it in one hit? I feel like Ice Beam would, because the Ice Beam's stronger than Bubble Beam. So let's go for it. But yeah, the Ice Beam, like, Pokemon has gotten a lot more interesting. In Nidoking's case, Gen 5 really brought it from, like, being an okay Pokemon, like an average Pokemon, to being a really strong Pokemon. Sheer Force is really, really good. It ups the attack, and I think it removes the additional effects, but it ups the power of moves by 1.3 times. If I'm incorrect, I'll put a text on screen. But, yeah. That's the first time that's happened. Controller's gonna die. It can wait. It can wait. Let's do one more battle, and then I think we'll end off the video there. Battle number 3. So, a lot of water. That's a lot of water. Wada. Let's grab that Kadabra, and then grab a Mankey. But yeah, in frame of this, let me frame it for you. Like, in competitive Pokemon, a lot of people don't talk about competitive Pokemon anymore, but not a lot, but there's quite a few channels that have a lot of competitive Pokemon background to it. And if you want to learn more about competitive battling from not me, I don't know a whole lot about competitive Pokemon. I do know that some Pokemon are just better, or used to be better. By the way, that is the best nickname for a Wartortle I've ever seen in Tortimer. No, not the Animal Crossing character, but it's kind of funny. Speaking of Animal Crossing, anybody else feel like that game, the newest one, New Horizons, could have been so much better? Like, anybody else? Like, I like that game, but it just seems like it could have been better. I don't know. Anyway, as we hit this Thunderbolt on this Wartortle, there we go. Knocks it. Indeed it is, announcer guy. Indeed it is. The preserved Pokemon. By the way, if you think the sequel to this game gets any... What in the world? What? You brought the most weak... You brought the weakest Pokemon in existence to the fight? Come on. A Magikarp does nothing. At least bring a Gyarados. That would scare me more. Speaking of Pokemon that improved after this, like, in later games, Gyarados definitely did. Gyarados definitely did because of the ability it gets and Intimidate being a really solid ability. But I think that does it for this video. I know it's shorter, but I'm trying to make our videos a lot more shorter and more condensed and get right to the point. So, next time on Pokémon Stadium, we continue the Pika Cup. And we take on the next couple battles. I'll see you then. Make sure to like, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. I forget to mention that every single time. Make sure to do all of that. Like it, subscribe to the channel. Make sure to actually, like, share the videos as well. If you find yourself coming back on the regular, do all of that fun stuff, and I will catch you all in the next episode. Bye-bye!